Hello, do you ever have some trees in your way in farming similar to 25 that you want to get rid of quickly, but you also want to get some money out of them? Let me show you my two favorite pieces of gear to getting rid of trees and still allows me to get some money. I'm Farmer Teacher. Let's take a look. Okay, the first one is this puppy. It's been around a while. I used it in farming similar to 22 also. It's a little different though in farming similar to 25, so let me show you. All right, so what I'm going to do now, it won't take down every tree. There are some that are too big and it doesn't work on, and it struggles with stumps. Let me show you what happens here. Take down this one. I'm going to lower that a little bit, and that just helps get rid of some of the stumps. But it struggles to get rid of the stumps. Okay, you can see I still got a pretty good stump there. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to move on to my next tree here. Okay, well that tree was big enough. I'm actually full. See my capacity there, 50,000 liters. So I'm going to run over here to my trailer. Look at that. I don't even have to hook to the trailer. Just get close. It's going to put that in my trailer. Alright, now my trailer doesn't hold quite as much as this does, so I still got 5,500 liters in my 50,000 liter capacity. So let's get a few smaller trees here. Okay, got that one. I think it actually got that stump. And it will, some of them. Okay, didn't get that one. Look at that, it's pretty good. These aren't near as big. There is a big tree right there. I'll try that next. And you'll run into some trees that it just won't chop down. They're just too big or whatever. Alright, I'm back to 50,000 liters. Let me show you what I can do here. Okay, my trailer's full and I have 50,000 in here. So I'm going to go sell this, see how much we'll get. So I got 94,500, which is not bad, of wood chips out of those few trees. How much money do you think we're going to get? And it's pretty easy. It's a lot easier than chopping them down with a chainsaw and then cutting them up and delimbing them and all that. The wood chip thing, at least with this piece of gear, it's easy to use. It is a cheat, okay? It's not a real life thing. But if you want to get some money for your trees, don't want to go through all the hassle of regular forestry. Alright, let's see what we get here. Notice as it empties the trailer, then my little gizmo there squirts it back into the trailer. I'm getting all 94,500. Still going, still going. All right, we got $51,000 for that load. Okay, 51,000. That's pretty doggone good. So I can go get another load of trees. Now this is going to make you a lot of money with forestry if you have some trees you need to get rid of. Let me try a couple more. I'm going to try this big one here. See if it will work. Sometimes you can't get too close to it. Okay, they just don't like that tree. For whatever reason, it's too big, I guess. It's probably beyond the 50,000 capacity, and it just doesn't let you do it. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. And it is 50,000. Look at that. How cool is that? OMG, this is awesome. Alright, let's fill my little thing up here. Let's try this other big tree, see if it will work. That should fill me right up. Okay, this one don't want to work. Well, maybe. I've had this happen before where it just sits there and chips it, kills it, but it never actually does anything to it. Alright, so what I do then is I go get my other gizmo here. I'm going to show you these on the menu here in just a second. And for the tree that I killed, now this one does not give you any money. So I save it for the trees that the other apparatus doesn't do. Look at that. You got that in the stump. Just that easy. And for the stumps, because you got to get rid of your stumps. And this, look how easy this is to get rid of the stumps. Watch this. That's just a piece of cake. Look at this. So you just right through here and get rid of your stumps. And they are gone. This one's awesome. Now this one doesn't give you any money. So I save it for the trees that I can't do and the stumps. Alright, let me show you these things on the menu. Okay, the first one here is Devour Trees. Devour Trees. It's on the Mod Hub. You just load it from right into the game. If you type in Devour, you're going to see it. Okay, now in Farming Simulator 22, it has some different iterations of it. I'll show you. Okay, you can have the no capacity, and then it just grinds them up and they're gone. You can't collect any wood chips for that, okay? But if you get the 50,000 capacity, that's going to cost you $50,000, and that's the one I'm using here. Now, it has a real and an unreal for an extra $100,000, but the capacity didn't change, and I played with this, and I just wasted 100 grand, okay? Because it's no different than the base model. The Unreal is no different than the real. So I don't know if it's a glitch right now in the mod. It was different in Farming Simulator 22. Okay, it was different. So now just get the real one. It's going to have a 50,000 liter capacity. You can use that in conjunction with a trailer and store quite a bit of wood. The other gizmo that I have is this one. It's called Tree Be Gone. Now there's two types you got to beware. This mini works only on a front end loader. Okay, or a skid steer. It works only on these pieces of gear, not a tractor, okay? So just beware. If you have one of these, that's fine. If not, you're going to want to get this one, and you need 200 horsepower to pull that. By the way, on the Devour Trees, you need 150 horsepower for that. Okay, so the Tree Be Gone is going to cost you $42,000. You can just change a few things in there with the beacons, no big deal. Okay, that's pretty much 42 grand. That's it. You need a 200 horsepower. Now, if you have a tractor that's medium size and only 200 horsepower, you might need to put a weight on the back because this gizmo is heavy. Okay, but it is pretty slick for getting rid of trees easily. The drawback is you don't get any money. That's why I like this thing to go with it, because I can use that to get money. And then the ones I can't do them for the stumps, I can use the Tree Be Gone. So how cool is that? How cool is that? So that's all I got. I just want to show you my two best pieces of gear for getting rid of trees easily and still getting some money from it. So there you go. I'm Farmer Teacher. Share this with your farming buddies. I'll see you on the next go round. Bye-bye.